While we on our walk from the park, we see this cat. Well, I didn't know it was a cat. My cousin did. I'm tweaking. I see the cat run past. I think it's a rat, so I start screaming. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Love and I'm back with another story time edition. Y'all, I have a lot of stories, so I was thinking like, oh, let me do a story time right quick. And what can I do a story time on? I'm gonna do a story time about the first time I ever smoked weed.
Today I'm wildin'. Today I'm bugging and thugging.
First time I ever smoked, here we go. Alright, so I managed not to smoke. I managed to like keep getting by when all my cousins were smoking and stuff. I just managed to not smoke. One day, I'm like 16 and a half. My cousin come get me. So she was a smoker. She always been a smoker. It's not like she didn't. She was always like...
It's too late to put it out. Let's go.
And done. Alright? So I decide, alright, it's gonna be my turn. I'm like, I'm gonna smoke today. So we go off. We go to the park. Back then, you used to go to the park so you're not around your house so your parents don't know and stuff. You know, sneaky. So we get there. We get to the park. She do her thing. Honestly, I wouldn't know what she was rolling up anyway, but that's my cousin, so I trust her. So she rolls up, and she's like, all right, you're gonna pull it. Now, I didn't smoke anything back then, not even a cigarette or nothing, so I didn't know what to do. So she passes it to me. So I'm with two of my cousins. I ain't gonna say their names, but y'all know who they are. Oh, if you watch it, you know who you are. So she passes it to me, and I smoke a little. I pass it to my cousin, my other cousin. She smokes a little. She smoked before too. So she passes it to me. I smoke. Pass it to my cousin. She smoked. So I'm gonna call my cousin D. All right. So D is fine. She's chilling. She's laid back like this, you know, having a great ass smoke. She is so happy right now. So I noticed. I asked her like, I know we outside, but I feel like the lights keep going off and on.
Huh?
She like, the lights keep going off and on. I'm like, yeah, like the sun keep going off and on. Right there, I knew you done messed up. So I get real paranoid, right? Because the lights keep going off and on. I'm like, the sun keep going off and on. She's like, listen. You're bugging. You're high. You get to relax. Just relax and enjoy it. So I'm like, I don't think I should smoke anymore. She's like, no, you took enough pulls. Probably about 6. She's like, you good. I'm like, okay. Now we chilling. She like, is the light still going off and on? I'm like, yeah, the sun keep going in and out. She's like, just close your eyes. When I close my eyes, I feel like I still see bright lights. Like all twinkled in front of my face, bright lights. So now I'm really losing it. So she like, the sun is not going in and out. Well, you're blinking your eyes, that's what it is. So y'all, I must have been sitting there like this, feeling like the sun is going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I'm like, you know what? We need to tell my moms. She's a nurse. She's like, we can't tell your moms. Is you crazy or are you stupid?
Bitch, are you dumb? Pardon me? Are you dumb?
Your mom's just not gonna be feeling that. You can't tell her that. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna tell her. She's like, no, cause then I'm gonna get in trouble. Cause she gonna tell my people that take care of me. So I'm like, all right, let me just get back in the house. While we on our walk back from the park, we see this cat. Well, I didn't know it was a cat.
Oh my God. What is that?
My cousin did. Remember, y'all, I'm tweaking, so I see the cat run past. I think it's a rat, so I start screaming. So my cousin like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you didn't see that big rat run across us? She was like, that was an alley cat. I'm like, no, that was not no alley cat. That was a rat. So I made up the song, right? Y'all, it was called The Rat Cat. So I walk blocks, right? Singing like, the rat cat. My cousin was too dumb with me. She was like, I'm never, ever gonna smoke with you again. Like, seriously. Ever gonna smoke with you again. So I thought that could honestly only be the worst of it, all right? I just thought a cat was a rat, and that would have been a big ass rat. So I get back in the house. I try to zoom past my mom so she wouldn't notice my eyes, because they were dumb red, y'all. I mean, super stupid red. It was just so red. So I zoomed past her, and she's like, why are you walking so fast? Don't mothers always know something? Dad, like, mind your business. They always know. At least my mama did. She always knew. So I get down, I'm like, oh, I just don't feel well. She's like, you don't feel well, huh? But she looked at me in my eyes. I'm like, no, I just don't feel well. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Guys, she was watching Spice World. Y'all remember the Spice Girls?
If you wanna be my lover.
She was watching Spice World. And so I'm looking at the movie itself. And there's a lot of songs in there. So I think they start singing like, if you wanna be my lover, some crap like that, right? Y'all, I started seeing stuff. Like, their eyes started distorting, and I felt like they were singing and staring at me. Like, I saw the black one, I saw her shake her head at me, like, in disappointment. So at this point, I really believe, like, this is it. I'm gonna die. My heart is racing, I'm paranoid, my stomach feel funny. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, I vow never to smoke again. This is what I'm thinking. So now the Spice Girl, she come out the TV. I'm like, all right, well, now we have a problem. What was in that reefer? This is what I'm thinking. So I close my eyes and try to get like some sleep or something. So I finally wake up, and I'm like, great. When I open my eyes, I was thinking, great. I'm not gonna be high no more. This is great. So I open my eyes, I feel like, oh, I'm refreshed. I must have slept a long time. I still feel like my heart is racing though. Like, my heart was just fluttering. And I still feel like the lights keep going off and on, but I'm like, I done slept this off. Like, how long do it last while you hide? So I don't see my mom's. I don't see her in the house, so I'm screaming for her. Mom! 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 Are you in there, Mom? She's like, girl, she's in the bathroom. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, Ma, how long have I been asleep? You know, 'cause I still don't feel well. She said, girl, you fell asleep for 3 minutes. You haven't even been asleep for 5 minutes. You just dozed off. I went to the bathroom. So I said, I just came here 3 minutes ago. She was like, yes, you just came in like 5 minutes ago. You just woke up. What's wrong with you? So I tell her, y'all, you know what? I smoked when I went outside with my cousins. Oh man, y'all. She was like, well, you know what? You look like an idiot. You shouldn't be smoking. You shouldn't be the one smoking. So I'm like, I can handle it, Mom. She's like, look how stupid you look. I said, Mom, I was so worried. I felt like the Spice Girls was after me and everything. She said, girl, listen, drink some water, try to eat some food, and you will sleep it off. Y'all, after that, I took a break on smoking. I waited till I was at least, again, like 17 and a half to start smoking. I realized at the time it wasn't for me. And listen, it was normal, but it was nothing wrong with it. It was just the way it took me. Some people take it the first time and they're cool. Some people, they have my experience. Later on, you know, I started smoking. It was normal. But I'll never forget the first time I started smoking. It was the worst experience I ever had in my life. And y'all, I thought I was going to die. I thought something was going to happen to me. I thought the Spice Girls was after me. I thought that a cat was a rat. I swore that the sun was going off and on. It was a horrible experience. So if you are out there and you haven't begun smoking, don't start, because you never know how it's going to take you. And if you are a smoker, more power to you, because so am I. All right, y'all. Until we talk about smoking and how terrible effects it had on us, until we get chased by the Spice Girls, until we see the rat cat again, until we do all those things again, I'll see you guys soon. Later.